I'm John Proxy on channel John West. I'm having a witness adventure. This is The Witness, and on the last episode, I finished The Witness. It kicked me out. It showed me an ending sequence and just kicked me out of the game. When I came back in, I was right at the start. If I load a game, where are you? You can sort of see. Where's it gone? There, you can see it right there. 2 solved. So yeah, that's the game we started. So I was confused, as you can imagine. Now, because of the internet and because of certain things, certain reasons, I know there was more to The Witness, right? For instance, me and my brother have been racing. Now I've been recording, which means I have to play an hour, not play for an hour, play for an hour, not play for an hour. So I'm going to always be behind anyway because of the nature of me stopping and starting. But because I'd say I'm on 300 puzzles, and he's on 500 puzzles, and eventually he said, I'm on 500 plus 50 plus 15. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And he said, oh, you'll know. And of course, if you look at load of game, it doesn't say that. It says 434. It says plus 45, but not the way it was mentioned. Like, there's a clearly, I've seen this, other people who've said, oh, I'm this far in the game. So there are different class of puzzles. I know there are hidden puzzles. And, so I went online and I discovered there's a thing called, challenge, the challenge mode. There's a second achievement in the game, which is called challenge as well. I found that on my brother's Steam account. So I was like, okay, where's the challenge? And I don't want to ruin anything for myself, so I went around. I actually recorded a video. No. Did I get? I'll get to the point I'm making soon enough. Because no, I had to find out. So I was confused. I was like, I can't record a video because I don't have any clue where it is. Where's this challenge? And I'd go, okay, do I have to be in the New Game Plus? Is it New Game Plus then? Do I have to do the entire thing again? Or can I do it in the old game? You can do it in the old game. I found that information relatively easily. And then I was like, okay, but where is it? So I was like, do I know where it is? It's going to be obvious. And so I looked around on the internet, and I didn't want to. The problem is, I don't want to know things, but I do want to. I just want to be pointed in the general direction. But I don't. So I don't record like videos that just have nothing in. And I asked my brother, and he said, you know what? It's not the glyphs, because that's what I would have thought. I would have gone, okay, let's do all the glyphs and get them all done, and then I'll find challenges. It's not the glyphs. Glyphs. I don't know if anyone's found them all yet. I don't want to know either. I'm trying not to know. So I did. I recorded now. I was like, oh, it's not the glyphs. And it's going to be relatively obvious, right? I'll see something. It'll stand out. It'll be new. And I go, ooh, and I did. I recorded an hour video. And I found nothing. And I was just like, oh, I have to delete that video. That's a useless video. And so this then began the process of me trying to eke out information without finding anything out. So I found out relatively early on, like, that there's an 11th laser, and I've not really been mentioning it, but there's a laser I haven't found. So okay, so that's the reason you get the laser. You get challenge mode. So I was like, okay, 10 lasers, maybe something else is up and up to find the laser, and I've looked, and I've looked for a bit more, and the problem is because I can't ask. All I can ask is, oh, how do you start challenge mode? And people say things. How do I explain myself? I don't want to know specifically how you start it because I think there's a box. I think when the laser goes up, there's a box that appears on the mountain. I think, and I'm not 100% sure because I've been trying not to find that out. But the problem is that everything's been pointing me in this sort of direction, but I've not found the 11th laser. I've missed a prerequisite, and that's the problem because none of the questions have said, oh, have you got the 11th laser yet? Because I thought that the 11th puzzle to get the laser just opened up. So, and I kept on reading things like, oh, no, at the start of the game, and I turn it off. Click, I don't want to know, at the start of the game, within the first 5 minutes. And what I did, and I've recorded this, I deleted it afterwards, eventually, is I found a new puzzle right at the start of the game. It's a triangle puzzle. And of course, I went, oh, I've seen triangle puzzles all the way throughout the game, and I've taken pictures of them. I've got 5 pictures, and I will figure out that goddamn triangle puzzle at some point. So my plan was to find all the triangle panels, figure out what the triangle means, and solve that puzzle, which I will show you at some point. And so I spoke to my brother, and I was like, The way he answered the questions, I was just like, I've done something wrong, because he's being very cagey, and because he was just like, oh no, you'll know when you found it, and I said, I thought I did know. I was quite like, I found something new, and this is the thing. Cool thing about this puzzle was it was always there. If you go to my first video, you'll find the puzzle that I found, and I will do that puzzle. But it turns out that basically what I eventually found out after all this, of trying not to find anything out, but was that I'm just missing an area. That's all. There's just a set of puzzles that I could have done right at the start. And what's annoying is I specifically asked my brother, oh, is it something that I could have done in any order, or was it a specific thing? And he said it was a specific thing just because he doesn't know I've not done one of the puzzles. And it's not his fault, it's because I didn't know what question to ask. So every time I tried to find out information, I learned stuff that I didn't want to know. So it's a bit confusing. I think, now you might be wondering why the hell I'm here, and I've spent 6 minutes explaining this. Because I think it's here. I think the last set of puzzles here. I'm going to be honest. I went here during the hour-long video. I went everywhere looking for something new. That's the problem. And it was getting very frustrating, which is why I just went, where's the 11th laser? And that's when I found out there isn't an 11th laser. They can all be done in any order. Which means I've missed a goddamn laser. If I sound slightly annoyed, I am. It's been really frustrating. I'm going to be honest, and I know it's no one's fault but mine, because I missed something that was probably obvious, and I knew it would be something like that. But it's still really, really, really frustrating to. There we go. That's a sound puzzle, isn't it? Oh god, I'm rubbish at these. Alright. Oh, hang on, did I go on one? Big. Oh, it's... Ah. Nope. Oh, it had to be one of these. Oh, look, I found the puzzle. So now I can make videos about it. And if I get stuck on this, I'll show you the triangle puzzle. But I'm much happier now. You had no idea how this was... Because it wasn't... It's weird, because I've been frustrated on other puzzles before, right? That I was really frustrated with the Gleam puzzles, right? But at least I knew that was a puzzle. I was just spending an hour going, there's something in this game, but I can't see it. And yeah, like, and I guess I should have gone, I've not done anything with the boat. That's what, it should have been more obvious to me. That I hadn't done anything on the boat. But I was going everywhere. Alright, is it the drips or the drone? Low, high. Low, high, medium. That's what I did last time. There isn't a low, high, medium as far as I can see. Alright, maybe I'm supposed to avoid all the others. No, that there. Alright, this. And then I've avoided the black ones. Have I avoided the black ones? Let's do it this way. If I do this... then I can do it sort of backwards. Maybe that's... but do that upside down. So 3, 3, 3. No, yeah. The hardware broke again. Or the software, I don't know. I guess it was like... no, of course it's the software. The hardware's not broken, otherwise I wouldn't be recording. Alright, so... one big and two small. Maybe I'll go out of my way to get all of them. Oh, it's from the other side, of course. Hang on. Then... do I get that black? I'm just going to try and collect them all for the time being. Not like that, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what this means. Big one. Little one. Huh. So yeah, so at least I know where the puzzle is, and there are a couple more puzzles that I'm missing. There's a sound one that I didn't understand. The problem is I don't understand this one, so this hasn't helped. So maybe I should have known that I hadn't been told all the information about the sound puzzles. Maybe I should go back. Oh, you see, the problem is I brute forced my way through those puzzles anyway. I just couldn't hear what he was trying to tell me. I could be the deep droning. But, yeah. At least I know where I am. And if there's nothing beyond the door... oof. Yeah. That won't work, will it? That won't work, John. No. Big, medium, small. No, big, small, medium. Big, small, medium. It's not going to be that, John. Or is it? Big. small. Well, small is there, isn't it? But now I've made it. Oh, I made. What if I go for all the colours? Big, small, medium. Now I know there's an invisible line, so maybe oh, I see this not. What am I doing? There's like, is that big? That's big, yeah. So let's say. Let's say I want big. And this way, I've got both the bigs at the same time. Then I want medium. And there are 3 mediums. This is where I get confused. There are 3 mediums, 2 smalls. So maybe I want to avoid stuff. Big. Oh, I hate sound puzzles. I'm not even allowed to complain because I've been so sour. I really am about not having puzzles. But I just want normal puzzles. I don't mind them being wrapped around stuff. But puzzles that are solvable by me applying logic. I don't want to listen for stuff or look for things. Like, no, actually, I don't mind it when they're on the sides of things. Although one of them, a really easy one, caused me great difficulty. But it's just the best puzzles are the ones that are puzzles. And I guess this is a puzzle. The puzzle is, what the hell do I have to do? Alright, I'm going to do something that's probably a bit annoying. And I'm going to walk away from this. Go back to the bloody jungle. Do you know what? I went here as well. I would have been here at some point and gone, oh yeah, there's nothing here. No, I not maybe, I definitely did go down here, found nothing, did not see that. I might have even gone here. No, I reckon, yeah, I did this. Right, I looked down here, saw nothing, went back up. So yeah. I'm missing some information on how to solve that, or am I? Who knows? I'm certainly not complaining. And I didn't even know about the bloody jungle puzzles for ages, so until they were pointed out to me. But I was trying to. My plan was to not go into the mountain until I did all the puzzle hubs. So I convinced myself I had done all the puzzle hubs. I must sound really whiny right now. I apologise for that. I have been very, very grumpy with this all. Very entitled. I know that. I'm not blind to how I come across. The worst thing is you want to know the answer, but you don't want to be told the answer because that's taken away an experience. You just want to know. Yeah, you just want to be able to get the answer. But yeah, you know what I mean. I think. Where's the jungle? Think. It's that direction. Okay. The stupid jungle. With the puzzles that I brute forced my way through, and now it's come to bite me. This is really annoying because that's just a really convenient way through. All the other places in the games open up doors, and that one closes one. So now I have to walk all the way bloody around. To be fair, I had found this one, so I would have, but I hadn't completed it, so. But I knew there was a laser there to get. Jungle, I didn't know there was a bloody laser for ages. Do I know this one?
The glass is transparent.
Oh yeah, I do know this one.
The wine transparent.
Alright, that was really annoying timing.
Two are similar. The affair confused.
There was one that I've missed on the mountain because
There seems to be
I picked it up twice, but I've deleted both those videos.
Or glass.
Oh no. No, I picked up the worst time. I need to hear. Stop. Alright.
Circa 990.
Alright. This one I did figure out, didn't I? Make noises, please, game. Alright, there we go. Just want to get used to the sounds. I'm not keen on these puzzles. Alright. So that's the wolf. Yeah, although I struggled a lot, this was the one I brute my forced. Because I heard a different thing than that. And that's my fault. But I do get the concept of that one. Right, these aren't the ones I'm really concerned about, to be honest. The ones I'm concerned about are actually these ones. For the pink wire. Tell me again, game. Tell me again. Alright. High, low. High, low. So it teaches you. Bloody hell. But you know what they've all got in common? I guessed all these, didn't I? Because it just... Because this doesn't make any sense to me. That's like 8 noises. And I know they're overlapping 2 sets. Just to be a bastard. So, dip boop, beep boop. Okay, actually, the first 4 are Alright, that's fine. But I don't know if you notice what these all have in common. Is that's all one colour. Now, yeah, I did already know the answer, but actually that was a lot easier coming back to it. So now there's 2 colours. 3. There are 3 separate colours. And as far as I've been taught on the other things, you have to go through everything. Or do you? No. No. They're different shapes. Right? I think. Let's be very sure about this. These are 6-sided. If I go to... No, I think they are the same shape. If I go to the harbour, I know there's puzzles there. I think. Yeah, there are. I'm gonna find the harbour. Oh yeah, I'll show you the puzzle that I know. I know the solution to this puzzle because I figured it out. Look there. Look at it. Oh, there it is. That's a red line. Goes blue, red, blue. It's almost as if that's a link. So that's a room with a blue light on. Eventually, it's going to be a room with a red light on. Now, there's probably something else in that room as well. Vines lead, of course, to two sound puzzles. And no sound. That's fair enough. I can see what the game's done there. That's some strange future puzzle. But there's blue light coming down. Oh, no, that's fine. That wire opens the crate on top. So I don't know how to solve this puzzle, obviously. Although, there are only so many combinations it could be. But what's small... Well, this one I've already done. So small, medium, big, big. Which is small, medium, big, big. Really? I didn't try that. I'll take it. I'll take it. I solved a puzzle in this episode. Right. Alright, I was fairly sure. I knew this... Ah. Well, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Right, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. These aren't necessarily the colours I think they are. So let's... No, John, that wouldn't even be right anyway. Let's assume they are the colours I think they are. That's not right, John. That's pretty cool. I don't want green, I want red. Let's do that again and make it red. I can't, that's not how that works. This one looks easier. I mean, if it is indeed this might be the wrong colour, of course. Yeah. Right. Crap. No, I can do this. No, I can't, damn. No, okay. Oh, well, no, whatever I do, I cross. Again, assuming this is correct. Oh, no, that's good. If this works... Ah, okay, the colours aren't what I think they are. Alright, cool. So I've just got to do something quickly outside. Literally the thing I described earlier. let's get up there. Ooh. No. Why do I get the feeling I'm doing irreverent puzzles? I don't know, John. Why do you get that feeling? Whatever, I did one of those. Is that important? Probably not in the slightest, but I did it anyway. So, let's go back in there. But it does mean I understand those puzzles. What's funny is during the hour-long video I described, I did go here several times and thinking, oh, maybe this is the missing puzzle. Might be, for all I know. And the other solution is this, of course. So, I've got to figure out what the original colours are. Ah, this is going to be fun. What's this going to achieve for me, though? I don't know. Right, you know what? I need my phone, so I'm going to get my phone. Now, for the sake of ease of phone use, I'm going to just deal with one puzzle at a time, and I think this one will ultimately be easier than the other one. So, because it's just keep them separated. So if I use my camera, and this is blue, right, I need that to show. Oh, it does not want to pick up that. Could you focus, please, game? Might be the angle I'm seeing at. No, that did not want to photograph very well. It's good enough to look at. Alright, let's change that to one of the other colours. That's not how you solve this puzzle, John. Yeah, I know what I did. Well, let's just do this, yes. Right, and we'll take a picture of this again. Let's make sure it's upright. And we'll make it green as soon as I remember. That's interesting, isn't it? Green. Okay, so I suppose I don't necessarily need to photograph this one, but I'm going to anyway. So now I'm going to look through my puzzles and I'm going to see what... Oh my god, that did not photograph very well. Well, that's on the screen, so... What difference is there? Right. That one is different. There. That one is different there. That one is different there. Okay. None of them are consistent throughout. Actually, I tell a lie. The top right is consistent throughout. So top right is easy. They are all white. What others are consistent throughout? Well, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter if they're consistent or not. I'm just going to block them all off. So, first I do this. Now, I'm not sure. It's because I nudged the mouse, sorry. Now I could do this, but I'm going to have to do this. Don't know if this is a sensible path. So Okay, no, that makes sense. And they are all the same. That should be correct. Lovely. Right. Cool. So let's do the same. These should photograph. I don't know why I didn't put some nice easy puzzles just to warm me up. That's what I need. It's just what I need. Just confidence booster after... It's been a couple of days. But I've been back at work as well, so that's why it's been a couple of days. I took a holiday to start this game. But and as I've said many times, I play for an hour, then I have to burn. So I have to play for an hour, not play for an hour. Right. And that one's done. Not that, John. Oh man, that doesn't show up very well. 2, and we'll put it on red. 3. Like so. Right, so what's different and what's the same? See, these have to all be in pairs, so this is kind of the opposite puzzle. So, are any of them consistent? Ah, the top, no. None of them are consistent. Not even the bloody... Oof. Okay, this is a little bit harder. Because... Let's figure out where the pairs are, shall we? So... Not the bottom left two. Not the bottom left two vertical. But the bottom left two... No. I mean, you can see there. What the hell am I thinking? In fact, the bottom right vertical, I believe, is a pair. Right? Like so. So we do this. These are not a pair. But I'm hoping they will pair up, like so. Those two are a pair, so I want them closed off. I don't know if this is correct, but I think the point is that it won't be super duper hard. Right. This is where it gets difficult. That's a pair, and that's a pair, and I think that's it. I think that's a solution. Damn! Okay. I feel like I was close then, but it's hard to tell. Game... Yeah, my phone just flipped the screen and I'm like, hang on! No, it needs to be the correct way up, otherwise the puzzle solution does not work. No, Okay, I'll try that again. Pair. I think that's a pair. It's white on all of them. And one of the photos, these two are black and white. What does that mean? It means they are white and a colour that is not black and white. But I'm hoping... Oh, hang on. No. I get it now. Yeah, I know what I did. This does not make as much sense as I originally thought it would. Right. This goes first. That is a pair in all of them. Yeah? Then these two go together. How the hell do I even draw that? Hang on. Those two go together. Oh, of course. Hang on. No, that should be fine. Because... Let me think about this. Right, that bottom left one is black, so it has to actually go with another black. As far as I know. Bottom... No, it's a bottom... Oh. That bottom... That one down here is always black. So it has to go with this top right one. So that has to be like the last thing I do. Okay, let's go with that. That makes sense to me. These two can be blocked off. They are always the same colour. Right? So anything else that is always the same colour, these two at the bottom are always the same colour. The problem with that is I cannot cut them off like I was going to, because I need the bottom left to go with the top right. I think. So no, that can't be right. Right, then I'm pairing them off in the wrong way. And I've been stupid, possibly. Okay, I'm shifting between red, blue, green. They are a pair. They're definitely a pair. They are a pair in all the pictures. These are a pair in all the pictures. However, they turn from black to white, which means they can be paired off with someone. They can be paired off with anyone who stays black consistently. This is difficult, by the way. This is very difficult. I'm needing to do things like this, aren't I? This is what I need to be doing. That's... This one here, the problem is it goes... The only one it would pair off with is down the bottom right. I have to do it like that. That is pretty advanced. Fine. We pair it off with someone at the bottom right. Can I do... Oh, no. Okay. Okay, no. They are not both white. One of them is a black that's a white that stays white. That's a... This is always white. Yeah. And all three, that's always white. So it can be paired off with any of these, with that one there. However, it can presumably keep one that changes. So it can keep this one, because that's... Let's call that orange, right? That'll do. Orange. So it's a white next to an orange. So it must go to... Those are both blacks. It goes with a white. That is a white. And I want an orange with it. I think that one is an orange. What does that leave? It leaves something very strange. Well, for a start, I have to do this. Bother. No, hang on. These two need to be cut off. Now let's join them up. Okay, and now I just need... But it doesn't go with anything. There aren't enough whites. Because they're both... I think I've got the right area. I think I've got the start correct. But it's those bottom right ones that are confusing me. Right, the top left two, that's done. That's perfect. That's exactly where they need to be. I do have a white and an orange. I need a consistent white. A white and an orange. I need another white and orange. Okay, I think the mistake I made was this. I think I'm supposed to put both of those in. Yeah. No. Definitely isn't those top. It has to be a white. It has to be a white and white on this screen, so it could be the top right. A white and white on this screen, so it's definitely not anything in the top right because that's white and black. It's either white and black or black and black. So they're both oranges, right? On the bottom, there are two whites. So it can't... Well, this is why I did that. So now we've got a white and an orange. To go with... white and orange. Okay. Like this. I think that's... Ah! Bollocks! Okay. I need that, but I need to have not screwed that up. I think that's the answer. That can't possibly be the answer, you idiot. That black in the top right obviously needs to go with another black. In fact, I'm a goddamn idiot. Alright, I'll keep all that, but obviously... How the hell did I make this mistake at the start? What the hell was this? What was this supposed to be? That is an orange. I think. So, let's think of this all out again. That does not go with anything... no, I tell a lie. No, it does not go with anything in the top right. What the hell does it go with? It seems to be a unique colour. Oh, John. We've got a new tactic. It's going to involve the whiteboard. I need all these superimposed. What are black? So what is this? 7 lines by 7 lines. This is going to be easy once I draw it down on the whiteboard, and I can rub that bit out. So 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's wipe off the excess. Right, and anything that is black, I'm going to give things code names, but black and white, anything that is black all the way through. So there's only 4 contenders. So top right hand corner is a black, and there's a certified but black. Those bottom 3 are black as well, that you can see right now. Right, so we know one of those has to go in the corner. So it might be that I make a square in the middle or something like that. Right, now I look for things that are white all the way through, consistently white. So there. So this one up here. This one up here, that's white. What else? Let's take that. Put the lid on. Oh, screw your lid. Okay. What else is consistently white? 3 on the... Basically everything but that one down the bottom right, I believe, is consistently white. So let's make them white. So that makes sense. We have 4 blacks, 4 whites. So we've got 6, 8 mystery. I think we have 2 more colours. So what is white there, white here, and black on the other thing? Okay. So we've got to ignore this one because that is a white. But on one screen it goes on red it's white, on green it's black, and on blue it's white. So it's a red blue whites. Let's call them purple, right? Red blue are whites. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm going with purple because. So that's a P. 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 Are there any other red blues on whites? So I'm looking for something that. Okay, that is not purple because that is. No. That is the only purple one. Okay, hang on. Those purple ones, of which I've only got 3, are black on green and white on blue on things. So black on green, I'm going to look for green. So there's 2 more that are black on green. So the bottom left is not purple, but black on green, okay, that one there is a purple, that I'm on right now. So we just need to figure out what the last 4 are. They are presumably the same. So they are white on red, black on blue, and black on green. Let's call that... it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter what it is. So let's call that orange. I know that doesn't make any sense. Blue and green... Yellow. Let's call it yellow. It's not, but let's call it that. So I can solve the puzzle now. I now have enough information to solve the puzzle. That's all I needed. I needed to figure that out. So now, how the hell do I go about doing this? Because that yellow there and that yellow there. Oh, I'll show you. Sorry. That is the answer. Sorry, let me move the cursor off the screen. That is the answer there. Well, actually, no. That's the board. I'll draw you the answer soon. So let's just take the easiest thing I can. Yellow, blue. Yellow, blue is the final thing I must show. Oh my word. Oh, black. Sorry. That can't possibly. It's white. No. Alright, black. Purple. Now, I don't necessarily have to put these all out like that. Yes, I do. I do because they're always sitting next to a third anyway. So purple, white. Where is the other purple? The other purple white is there. So I need to do this, which obviously can't be done. So that's interesting, isn't it? That does make it look like I need a diagonal in there. Ouch. Having a diagonal in there is harsh. No. Let's cut it up in a different way. Right, we'll cut it up there. So that's black, black, white, white. I don't necessarily have to keep them separated, but whatever. Where is the other black? It's up the top right still. Ah, no, that cuts it off again. Huh. Yellow. Right, I'm being too exclusive. I can keep a bunch of these together as well. So it said this yellow and black, or yellow and black. It doesn't matter. I just need to find a way. That yellow has to join up with one of these. And the easiest one would be that one, I guess. Now that can't be right, unfortunately, because... But what I could do... Right, let's... Let's keep them out for the time being, but... That. So now in the middle, I have white, purple, yellow, a yellow and a black. I need another purple. So, no. It needs that purple. Okay. And yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm close now. Because yeah, I've got the two yellows, so I need to grab the yellow that way or the other. Let's grab the yellow the other way. Oh, it doesn't matter actually. Like this. It does matter, because now black, black, white, white's together. Yellow. I need a black. Where's the other black? Oh, I see. Oh. Well, damn. That can't. That would involve this. So, try that again, shall we? This would involve this. No, it wouldn't. That is impossible because I need the black there. That is why you have to do this, I think. And you grab them and then you cut off something and you do that. But I haven't figured out what I cut off yet. In fact, that's legal. There are too many whites in there. That's basically all I've done wrong. Let's have a look at these areas. Right, the top area there is 2 purples and 2 yellows. Those are 2 blacks. The giant middle area has got has got a white, a yellow, a pair of yellows, a pair of blacks. It's got too many whites. Is there any way I can cut out 2 whites from this? Because that's fine, apart from there's too many whites. So there's a white gone. Here's a second white gone. Oh, come on! I swear that was right. Alright. What was wrong with that? There was too many purples. No. There were too many yellows. Did I forget to do a yellow at the end? Was it that? Is that what I did wrong? So let me double check before I go in. The top contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It contains 2 purples, a white and a white, 2 yellows. There's 2 blacks there. Underneath them are white and black, and white. Sorry, yellow and black and yellow and black. White, white, purple, purple. Yes! I didn't get anything. Yay! I did it for its own reward. What if I put this back on a different colour? This John. So you'll see it'll work for all of them. I just kind of expected that something to happen. Put it back on blue. Yeah, I know that was stupid. Right, but I was trying to do a ship. There we go, it's back on blue. That doesn't really make any sense. I've solved 2 puzzles and I'm happy with that. That apparently did not help me with anything, but whatever. It's done now. Back to the... Let's go back to the ship. Just remembering where that is. Where is it, John? Alright, no, yeah, it's the tower. The tower form 4. Name that only I use, so I really shouldn't use it. Because no one's going to click on a name that only I use. Right, it's across from the monastery. Still need to figure out the triangle puzzles. Yeah. In there. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. But I know the rules. So I know how to... I knew how to solve it. There was a puzzle there. And I know the puzzle in this game is figuring out the rules. Sometimes that's frustrating. It is, however, as we clearly established, nowhere near as frustrating as just not knowing where the hell to go at all. And it just sort of being confusing to find out what you've missed. But whatever, we'll leave that alone. Because we're going to solve this problem. It's like the industrial zone for the crystal maze. Yeah, it's easy going back there now I know where it is. You know what I didn't do? Maybe it's both sounds. low, high, medium. Low, space, high, medium. But it's those other sounds in the background that I'm struggling with. Low, kind of high, medium, which should translate as large, tiny, and a little bit bigger. So yeah, I know what I did wrong there. No, if it blocks it off for one side, John, it blocks it for the other, so it can't possibly be that next. It also, unless I start from up there. But this will still cut it off. Is it... What I don't know is, should I only be looking for one colour? Because if I am, it's orange. Because that's 3 sounds. And that goes deep. And they're both bloody the same size. High. That'll block there. Like this, so I don't... I hit the black there. Ah. Yeah. No, I didn't. What did I do wrong there? So one... That would hit purple there. So I go round there. That's up twice. I've gone to the middle. Yeah. I'm not hitting anything on the other side. I go down 1. And along 3. Ah, no, that hits the orange. That hits pink. How do I do that without, like... Okay, it starts off deep. Sorry, the game crashed and we lost about 10 minutes of me not doing this puzzle. But I've come to the conclusion that I need to do big, low, high, medium. But I need to do them on both tracks at once, I think. So this is a low. Alright, so if we look on this side, so that's a low on the pink. So it's doing this, right? It's symmetrical. Let's make sure it is symmetrical. So yeah, that doesn't actually help me. So you can see it's symmetrical there. So yeah. So this gets low, low. And then where was I? Bloody hell. Now I need one of the mediums. And I don't want to hit anything else accidentally, that's the problem. I don't know if this is correct. I don't know what the colours mean either. Maybe I can't have the colours touching each other. So low, low. Medium. Now I can't get the high because that goes back to medium. Slow, low. Medium. Oh no, I did this before and it was wrong. So that's medium, right? No. See, the problem with this one is to get the last high, I'd need to go there. So what I did was this. So now that still doesn't make any sense. So I went 4 across, 2 down, well, 4 right, 2 up. So like that. So if I go in the middle, you'll see where it meets, and you might be. Then I want to go up. So that gets my second medium. And if we look on the other side, I shouldn't have touched anything. I get that there. That's... Oh, hang on. Why am I going for mediums for? It's low, high, medium. That's going to be difficult. Oh, how do I get low, high, medium? I'd have to do that. And I can't get there without bloody touching something else. Oh. Low, high. Okay. Yeah, let's put a... Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it makes sense to me that you get low, high, medium on one and low, high, medium on the other. The problem is that the three different colours and they're not consistent at all. That has a low, a medium and a high. No, that has a low and 2 mediums. Black has a medium and a high. And purple has a low and a high. What sense does this make? Well, my original idea seems to make sense again. But why would you have the second one? So, none of them... What if I only took one of each colour? Low, medium... Can I even do that? Low, medium... Low, medium, high. Low, that's not, is that a low? I have to assume that's a low. Low. Low, medium, no, because I just took 2 blacks, John. Low, Oh. Low. Low. What mediums do I have on offer? I only have two, and they're over there, and they block off. They. Okay. I think it's fair to say that this puzzle is not making much sense to me. Which is a shame, because I have to do this puzzle. I guess I feel like I was on the right track before, but there's just not enough colours for me to do what I want to do. That would make it impossible. Alright, let's go with my original idea, which was low, high, medium, and I hope I've not hit anything. Alright, let's try it again. Low, no, can't be that because, so low. Huh. Low. High. And that would stop me there, so I can't even get that. This doesn't make any sense, John. Low. High. Medium. Low, high. Can't be that because it goes into that. Let's think about this. What's going on the other side, John? Let's trace it with my finger. There's no shame in that. So it's 2 down, 3 like that. I trace back. I go down 1. I go up 1. I go up again. I go. This is literally what I did before, and it didn't work. I'm home. Home, home. See, that's even an elegant start. Maybe I want to do this, but I need to make sure the black and the I don't know what the other colours mean. I don't know what I'm doing. This has been an interesting video. I'm confused. Is there another one? Is there another puzzle around here somewhere? That would... Hmm. It's that puzzle, John. Can't get away from it.
A shipowner was about to send to sea an emigrant ship.
Oh, I've seen
He
this.
knew that she was old and not well built at the first, that she had seen many seas and climes, and often had needed repairs. Doubts had been suggested to him that possibly...
Oh, you can turn them off. Sorry, I've heard that before. I'm just trying to see if there are any clues other than that. Well, it's only another one, but it's very clever. I know it's not important, but if I spot one, I may as well take it, right? Angle, John. Well, I've done 2 glyphs at least. Right, if there's anything else that stands out about this situation, it's the song in the background, but I don't think that's it. Unfortunately, I may just have to come back to this one, which is a shame, because it's the thing keeping me away from the challenge, I think. Well, I could do what I did last time and take a break while I work on it. No, because the problem with this one is you can't write down what you're doing. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I know this is a long video, but I'm going to take a 5-minute break, come back on for the last 5 minutes, refreshed. I just want to investigate something, and I don't want to put it in the video. No. What I was going to do is I was just going to load up the video and make sure that the big ones are low and the small ones are high. No, they are. I know they are. I'd be better off just letting you go, but I'm going to go stark crazy if I do. Low. Low, low. Medium. Medium. Can I do that? Medium, medium. Low. Low. Yeah, low, low. Medium. Medium. High. Yeah, can't do that. It seems interesting though, doesn't it? So let's try that again. Low, low. Medium. That's even worse, John. You can't go there. Medium. Low, low. Medium, medium. But I need a second medium. I got the second medium actually, there. Medium, medium. High. Medium, high. Medium. Medium, medium. Low, low. Hang on, I missed one of the lows. Low. Low. Medium. 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 Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because if each one has, if I go high, 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 yeah, high, 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 medium, crap. Yeah, my idea was that I could go medium high as long as the two strings did it in that order, and I'm still maintaining that, but how exactly I go about that is kind of difficult. I do need to hit a medium before I hit. So if I go medium, medium, high, so that doesn't even work anyway. So, high, high, medium, medium, high, look, John, you're doing it in the wrong order. Have you been doing it in the wrong order all this time? It's high. This is even harder then. Oh. It's low, low, high. Of course. No, that makes sense. Low, high. Low, sorry, low, low, high. Medium. No, that medium's last. Medium. High, medium. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Now I'm officially over time. Because low, low. Okay. It's because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have two separate counters and I'm getting confused. So low, high. Then I need a medium. And it needs a high. It couldn't possibly... This can't work like this. Because there's no way to get that second high. High, medium. High, medium. Medium. No, yeah. Low, high. Low. High's not there, John. It's up there. Medium. How would I get the last medium? Right. My brain's not wrapping around this. Right, last plan. No, screw it, I'm letting you guys go. I've been John Foxy and John the West. I've been having... How can I say? I've been having a witness adventure